Welcome back to Loose Change. It's your boy, the Show Off, and I'm back. So, the American cliches. Whether it's do unto others as you would have them do unto you, whether it's if you treat someone well, they'll treat you well back in return. Whether it's um, happy wife, happy life. Whether it's uh, 30 is the new 20. We find ways to just lie to ourselves. People find ways to just lie to you because you're a demographic that they want. See, I had this saying in my last video where I was talking about all we do constantly now is market ourselves. Constantly. So in essence, we're a business, we're our brand. Now, whether it comes to living life, where not necessarily money or whatever the case may be, but in every way that you put yourself out there, you are essentially marketing yourself. Now, marketing yourself, for instance, I'll give you an example. When you are marketing yourself, when you are putting out a certain image that includes your likeness, when you're acting a certain way that includes your likeness, that is essentially marketing yourself. You're targeting a certain demographic. Case in point, if you put out a picture or video and a certain song is playing, let's say Throat Babies, let's just say that, you have attached your image to a song about dick sucking. So you're marketing yourself as a supreme dick sucker. I don't care if it doesn't pertain to you. That is what you are marketing. So if a man comes at you in a way based off of that picture, and that's not to say that a man should ever, do anything like put his hands on you or be disrespectful to you or whatever the case may be. But if he comes at you in a way where he's inquiring about that, how can you then turn around and be mad at that person? Because at the end of the day, it all depends on who you were targeting to how you're going to respond. So if the person or the people that you were targeting responds to you in the same exact way, you're going to have a different reaction. That is marketing yourself. Now, the problem with marketing yourself, I asked if you're marketing yourself and are you valuing yourself. The problem with marketing yourself is generally you're willing to sell yourself to the highest bidder when you're marketing yourself. Now, when we tie this into the cliches and all of these things, your perception is your own reality. So everything that you want to see, everything that you see and want to see is your reality, okay? We've been taught all our lives that if you're good to somebody, they'll be good to you, and that's simply just not true, all right? Because at the end of the day, a person can be good to someone, and if you're not the person that they want to receive those things from, it won't matter. Happy wife, happy life. It's not true. Because how can I be happy if I'm fucking miserable, but you're getting everything that you want and giving me nothing in return? So these things are not necessarily true. All right? But we hear people say these things, and because I'm part of a demographic that wants to hear these things that prop up women or whatever the case may be, what is your real reality? What is your reality? And then when you start bringing someone else into your life, what is their reality? Their reality matters. Are you willing to listen to their reality? See, this is what has us so fucked up when it comes to our dealings with each other. It has us so fucked up because we get caught up in our own reality. At the end of the day, we get caught up in our own reality and we have no concern for the people who are closest to us, the people who do things for us. We have no regard for their fucking reality. So if a person says something to you about how you're living, how they're having to live life with you, you have no regard for that. So therefore, there's no work that you will do in order to make things right for that person. When you tell him, no, it's not like that, if that's what he sees, and if you're not willing to take a step back and look at yourself and say, damn, I can see why he may have come to that conclusion. If you're not even willing to take that step back and look at yourself, how could you ever think you're going to be happy? How could you ever expect someone to completely and totally immerse themselves in your happiness if you're not worried about theirs? You'll sit back and say, why is he cheating on me? Why is he doing that? Why is she doing this? Why is she doing that? Even when we take things to the extreme and somehow, like for instance, somehow a man who cheats on a woman doesn't care about his kids. How does me cheating on you mean I don't care about my kids? This is where our reality doesn't meet the reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to, I've said this on several videos, we have to remember that a story is being told. A lot of times, like we want to put men in a box and we want to put women in a box. But at the end of the day, everybody is an individual. And if you can't understand that, there lies your problem. No one can give you the total answer for your life except for you and God. That's up to you and God. But we have this propensity as black people to want to give up on each other, to not worry about giving up on each other. There's so many videos and so many posts where that basically end up with, I just don't really give a fuck. If you don't fuck with me, I don't give a fuck. If you don't fuck with me, you know what if you don't fuck with me means when in those statements? If you don't do exactly what I want you to do, that's what if you don't fuck with me means. If you don't do exactly what I want you to do at all times, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about you. I can cut you out of my life easily. That's what that means. But that goes to show why we are the race that is in the shit that we go through. That's why we have these stupid ass arguments on Facebook about how to raise children from a separate household, and people don't understand that that's not how it was meant to be. That's not how it was meant to be. A lot of guys are out here being punished for not being in touch with their child's lives. And please get it out your head that these men are the only ones that are fucking up these relationships. Please get that out of your head. Because it's simply not true. It's not only men. So at the end of the day, everything must match. Two people must be willing to make it work. Two people have to work hard to make the relationship work. Two people have to come to an agreement on what the relationship is going to be. Show off.